took a knee.
He took a knee. What is he doing?
He forgot his.
It's got to be a knockdown. What in the world is happening?
Took a knee. He's got to count.
I understand. If you take a knee like that, that looks like a knockdown. All right? Back up. Back up.
Oh, and that right.
The New York State Athletic Commission has dropped a statement on their website pertaining to what we just saw. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not very happy with it. I think it's crazy. But we're going to get into that right after this. What's good, what's good, what's good? It's your boy Norbs, and here's my co-host for the night, for the day. My man Hamza in the building.
It's good. You know what it is. You see the eye in the hand.
That's what we do. Shout out to my guy Box Truck, and shout out to the chat. We're about to get shit rocking real quick. So we all know the controversy that's transpired last Saturday night with Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, and recently, it's received a lot of criticism. Boxing has received a lot of criticism. Tank Davis has received a lot of criticism. It has been absolutely crazy. So let me just double back, going full back. The New York State Athletic Commission, morning Jay Will, posts the New York State Athletic Commission reviewing controversial Tank Roach bout places blame on production team. The New York State Athletic Commission says they're reviewing the controversial no knockdown call in the March 1st matchup between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach, right? Now, they blamed it on technical difficulties. The New York State Athletic Commission, so we're going to get into all that. In a statement, ESPN said it's reviewing the matter involving Gervonta Davis taking a knee in round 9 from Lamont Roach. Referee Steve Willis correctly started the count, but when he... Anyways, so let's get back to it. So apparently, they're saying that there was technical difficulties in the matter, and pretty much they did not get the feed. Now, I have two issues with that. We're gonna get into them. We're gonna debate it. One, as I'm watching the fight, when this shit happened, I don't care if you're dead, blind, anything, right? The referee begins the count. We showed that, stops it after Tank comes to him, after actually running to the corner, getting his face wiped, which is actually illegal. You can get disqualified at.
Yeah, and then, that's I was trying to talk about that last night, and then I thought about it like, well, if he had a cut on his eye, he couldn't just go to the corner and say, wipe my cut.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And
it's
then...
up to the refs to direct you to do that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So then he goes to... The ref comes to him and says, you can't do that, because if you do it, it looks like a knockout. Now, at this point, you see that the ref is looking at him. Like, he's checking him out. This is what a ref does. This is a natural instinct of a referee. They check if he's injured, right? Now, he's confused. He stops the 10 count. Now, the technical difficulties part is what I'm going to get to. After the round, they have a replay judge, right, in boxing, where he can review the situation and then overturn it. During the fight, and if you watch the fight, go watch it back, they say that the replay judge watched it and stated that he found nothing to do, that it wasn't a knockdown, that it was called fair, right? That it shouldn't have been reversed. Then comes out and they make a statement saying it was technical difficulties. So which one is it? Okay, that's one. Absolutely disgusting, to be honest with you. And I'm going to play the close-up real quick for those people that are making so many excuses about this. Is the Tank close-up for people to see the situation. And we're going to get into the new statement as well. But check this. We're going to play this. Now, This is why I played that, right? You guys can see clearly he gets jabbed. Now again, I don't believe he was hurt or anything like that. I don't believe there was any grease in his eye. If you look at him, he has a face of confusion. Like he does not know what to do. Maybe it's the fact that he demoted his trainer for over 20 years to the second seat. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he was losing the fight and didn't know what to do, and Lamont Roach, and this is what I believe, was gaining momentum and he had to break it. But never in any clip that you see, he was hurt. I had my man David Flashbox, which is he's my guy, but when he likes somebody, he goes with the thing and with the lies, and he says, and I quote, and I know my man Hamza has dreads and braids, right? He says his braid got in his eye. Well, when stuff gets in your eye, you blink, you get irritated, and your eye turns red. This is just the natural body. None of that occurred. And
None of it.
none of it. None of it. I mean, it's there. You can see it. And, the grease is a lie. We all know it's a lie. It's just absolutely disgusting. So we're all sitting here, of course, and this is the ironic part. Within a year, the New York State Athletic Commission is involved in two of the biggest things that happen in boxing. The Asterin with Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, that happened at the Barclays Center, and now this. And that ruling took about, what, a month, 2 months to come in. And now we have something that, you can debate whether the Asterin affected it. But you can't debate the rules. The rules are cut and dry. When you take a knee, and I know you're a professional boxer, Hamza, what happens?
They say it's supposed to be a knockdown, but then they say it's up to the discretion of the ref. I would say this: a knockdown is from a punch. Usually, a knockdown is from a punch. So, like, I've seen DeMarcus Corley. Now, I'm just telling you what I've seen because I watched all of Floyd's fights. When Floyd got called for a knockdown after he hurt his hand, dude hit him with an uppercut.
Yeah, took a knee. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why the ref was like, "That's a knockdown because you got hit with a punch and then you went down, even though you hurt your hand." Even though Tank tried to look at the referee and say something, then take a knee, it still doesn't constitute because the last thing that happened to you was a punch. So the referee can, at his discretion, could say, "No, that's a knockdown." But since he didn't know what was going on, he was kind of confused, and then Tank running away and do things, and something's in my eye. No, bro, that's not how boxing works.
Absolutely. You know
That's not
what?
how boxing works.
Shout out to Corey. This is another thing. I actually watched every Floyd fight, so I remember when he hurt his hand and he dropped to a knee. He threw like a body shot and just fucked this shit up. I think it was a body shot, if I'm not mistaken, whatever. And they started counting. It doesn't matter if it comes from a punch. There are no 20-second timeouts in boxing. You can't be in the middle of the ring and be like, "Hey guys, timeout. It's on me." It doesn't work that way. When you take a knee, it's because you're trying to protect yourself at that point. You don't want to get hurt, and they have to stop the action. And unless the judge sees something, which there was nothing that happened outside of a jab to the eye, right? And he correctly started to count, which he should have continued, right? What made me look at it crazy is everything that's transpired afterwards. But, Tank is coming up with every excuse in the book, and I get it. You know what I mean? He does not want to see the L. But the boxing has right now the opportunity to make the right decision. You know what I mean? They have the opportunity to make the right decision. Because of that not being called a knockdown, it became a unanimous draw. If that is scored correctly, Lamont Roach walks away with the victory. That is a fact. And now we're blurring.
That is an absolute fact.
Now we're blurring the lines of what is what. And New York State Athletic Commission, I don't know if it was last night or this morning, puts this on their website, and I'm going to read it to you guys. You guys can read along with me. We're all in it together. This is on WBAboxing.com. He says, "From our perspective, Willis' decision was not unreasonable or unjustifiable. He ruled in real time that Davis has not been struck by a punch before going down. and therefore no knockdown should be recorded. Now, before we go into that, that's not what happened. He actually ruled it a knockdown originally. He started to count, okay? He thought he seen it came from a jab, right? So let's clarify the WBA. I know you want to make excuses, but that's what he did. And he says, and therefore no knockdown should be recorded. Judges by regulation must follow the referee's rulings. That is absolutely true. They do not have the authority to override his decisions on knockdowns. But guess who does? The replay judge. This is insane. Some skeptics have suggested that Willis' call benefited Davis unfairly, but we do not subscribe to that notion. What? Did we not just say if that was scored correctly as a 10-9, a 10-8 rule, that Lamont Roach would have won the fight? Did they just say some skeptics have suggested that Willis' call benefited Davis unfairly, but we don't subscribe to that notion? What notion do you subscribe to?
The notion of money.
Exactly. In our long experience judging fights, we see no evidence of favoritism. Only a referee prioritizing the physical safety of a fighter who will appear compromised by an eye injury. Okay. The next step, a rematch. One thing is clear, the boxing world is already clamoring for Gervonta Davis, Lamont Roach 2, the controversy, the drama, and listen, the high stakes event. That's what they put on WBA boxing.com. Now, a couple things are absolutely absurd with this statement. And you can tell the pressure's on them. Some skeptics have suggested that Willis' call benefited Davis unfairly. Yes. If it was called the way it was supposed to, he would have lost the fight. These are facts.
But I feel like that's not a fact.
We do not subscribe to that notion. In our long experience judging fights, we see no evidence of favoritism. See, when you throw the favoritism thing out there, you're trying to deny the favoritism, but in reality, if the fighter was not named Davis, that would have been called a knockdown. I don't care what you say.
Absolutely correct.
I don't care what you say. The man had a conversation with him and said, don't do that because it looks like a knockdown. No, you're supposed to call it the way you saw it. And you changed it after he ran into the ring and pretty much talked you out of it. Not only to mention, the WBA didn't even address the fact that Gervonta Davis got his face wiped at the corner, which is an automatic disqualification. Not only did he do that, the replay judge showed incompetence and did not even overturn that. Why was that never addressed? And these are the things, in my opinion, that make boxing look absolutely insane. My man Mike Golden says it's going to stay a draw. Now let's see what happens in the rematch. This will give both fighters to do even better, which will... Listen, it doesn't matter what happens in the rematch. Because at the end of the day, this should be a rematch it should be a rematch with Lamont having the belt, with Lamont winning the fight, regardless of the situation. The rematch is going to be huge. The fact that you guys pulled this, and you're not even telling the full story. You're talking about, we didn't show favoritism. You absolutely did.
Yeah, they didn't do the right job. And boxing is known for making those type of mistakes, but
it's not a mistake. Listen,
it's not a mistake. That's what I'm saying. It's not a mistake anymore.
Listen. A mistake is, oops, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. No, they're literally. It's absolutely absurd. My man Louis Harris, a shout out to the chat, says what they mean it didn't come from a punch. He clearly hit him. It was a delayed reaction, but he did hit him. You can't take a knee in the middle of the fight. That's a sign of giving up to avoid damage. Absolutely, Louis. Now, the only thing I disagree with is this. I don't believe he was actually hurt. That's a fact.
No, he wasn't hurt.
I don't think he was hurt. And this is what I believe. I believe that Lamont Roach was, at that point, was gaining a lot of momentum to win the fight. And I think that Gervonta Davis tried to break it. He was kind of lost. And if you look after the round, he starts arguing with Calvin. Of all people, Calvin, who's not even the head trainer anymore. And he's arguing with him. And Calvin's basically telling him, I think, if I'm not mistaken, what are you doing? You can't do that. And he just looked like a lost person. He looked like somebody that didn't know what to do in a situation where his back was against the wall. Let's take another thing into account.
Yes, sir.
It was his head really into the fight at that point. He was all over the place. The man didn't even know what round it was. This is coming from him.
You know why I'm gonna say that? Because his head wasn't in the fight. Because when somebody has a 90% knockout ratio, and then they don't, the power is not affecting the guy.
Absolutely, yeah.
It drains you because you're like, damn, I'm hitting these other guys.
Yep.
But they have past history. So
Great point. Great point. My man Lewis says, so what if he would have stayed on the knee for a kneecap? It would have still been considered. Hey, listen, it was BS. This is a total
if he would have stayed
sham
on the
job.
John for 8 count, he would have lost the fight.
Mike Golden says, nah, I feel you for sure, but I'm just saying this is Tank, man. They're not gonna overturn this. You know that, Mike. It's true, and that's disgusting. It is absolutely
That's what I'm talking about.
disgusting.
That ain't cool.
It's not cool, bro. Lamont Roach put his life on the line. He did what he had to do to win the fight. Now, Tank could probably take the second fight and knock him out and win the fight. I mean, it is what it is. But it doesn't take away from what happened in the first fight. And I think boxing has to fix that. But for the WNBA to put out this absolutely ridiculous statement on their website, they're basing this on the Tank Mania fans to ride with it. They're gonna turn up. They're gonna be there for Tank. This is absolute BS. And if I was Lamont Roach, I would take this to court. I mean, if you're going by the letter of the rule, and people are gonna say it's the discretion of the ref started the count because of the punch. Did the punch occur or not? It did. Did the man take a knee to avoid getting hit? He did. There are no timeouts in boxing.
I would say that it's just a great, like, if a ref starts a count and then you get up, then that's a count as a knockdown. He started the count.
Yeah.
It's a knockdown. You got up on 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And went and got your eye wiped.
Bro, if you watch the video, I'm going to play it one more time for people. Watch the video. He gets hit. Right? He just looks to the side. Is he in pain? He's looking. He's lost. He doesn't even know what's going on. Oh, my God. That killer braid that he got hit with must have been a lot of pain. He looked lost. He looked confused. He was not pushing back Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach was getting stronger. He was getting better in the fight. And Tank was not. Tank was getting caught. Tank was stumbling back when he was getting hit. This man stood his ground. Now, Lamont Roach had the perfect game plan. He did not run. He did not overexert energy trying to avoid Tank's power. He stood there and felt like, if I run and I exert all this energy to avoiding him, I'm going to lose and I'm going to wear down, just like everyone that fights Tank. He countered Tank. He had Tank's timing. He was landing. He was pushing Tank back. Tank didn't know what to do, and that's what happened.
I'll say this, because I be hearing Lamont. I didn't mean to cut you off, sir.
You
I hear Lamont Roach saying that like, my man Two-Tone, a superstar, and
Shout out to Two-Tone.
And showbiz don't know boxing and all of that. Well, no, over here we do know it.
Yeah.
And if you listening, hey, bro, I need you to clip this too, because it's crazy important.
Yeah.
Tank, if you listening, how are you learning boxing from someone who never boxed? Calvin never boxed. He never told you don't use your jab, sir. You was in there not using the jab. When has Calvin Ford ever used the jab for 12 rounds to keep somebody off of him or to execute the style to knock somebody out? When has Barry Hunter did that? Hey, bro, listen, these is your men. They done made mad millions. They got their own gyms. It's time to get a real trainer, a professional trainer who actually fought so you can get better, bro. That's just what it is. Like, everybody going around all these other excuses, and at the end of the day, it determines on how you train.
Yeah. Well,
you don't train for one day and then show up to the fight. You train for 8 weeks. You show up for a fight. You're training with guys who never box. Yes, they've made a couple champions, but that's few and far between. You gotta get with a real professional coach, bro.
Yeah. Now, listen, I don't subject to that 100%, but I do agree somewhat. But my thing is, I think there was a lot of things that were transpiring, and you got to take it back to the beginning. And I said this from the beginning of the announcement of this has been just drama. The fact that Calvin Ford wasn't in his corner, the man that took him there, uh, took him or helped him get to where he was at. The fact that Floyd Mayweather, another prominent figure, wasn't there, or they've been beefing. I think all of this kind of played into what transpired with Tank, and Tank was lost. Now, to me, I mean, if you're a boxing fan, right, not a Tank fan, this is an atrocious thing. This is something that
It's absurd.
it's absurd. You know what I mean? Somebody saying, Mark Maserati says, for time to say he didn't know, or Tank to say that he didn't know that round. No, absolutely. His mind wasn't in it, but I don't think his mind was in this fight from the beginning. Everything that I think has transpired from the onset of the announcement of this fight, I think played a part in this. I mean, the man showed up to a workout. Think about this, to a promotional workout with pink pants on, a hoodie, and didn't even work out. Like he didn't want to be there. Like it was a bothersome situation. The interviews, the announcements of the retirement. I think everything that has transpired, everything that we've seen, is the result. Is the reason we got the result we got from Tank. Now, having said that, it doesn't change the fact that the rules are the rules, and the WBA should uphold. Actually, should, in my opinion, over to count that round as a knockdown. To say that it was the discretion of the what are the rules? What are the actual rules? So how are we going to stop a fighter from getting hurt, going to a knee and say no, it wasn't a knockdown? How are we going to call? Like did Ryan Garcia get that option when he took the body shot from Tank?
No, he did not. He didn't say something was tickling my ribs.
Did he have that option? No. I mean, oh, my rib hurt. My rib. Something happened. No, it didn't, bro. Lewis Harrison said you can't go back and overturn it. What's done is done. The fight was close. You can argue the draw, so it will stand. The fact of the matter is, bro, the excuses that aren't real.
The fact of the matter is the rules weren't followed.
Yes,
See, why people just can't understand that, man.
No.
The rules were not followed.
Yeah, absolutely. He says the game. Listen, I get that whole thing, but bro, if that's the case, heads got to roll. Like you have to suspend people because you took a victory off of Lamont. Lamont Roach lost the victory of his life. Period.
He could be a world champion in the next pay-per-view guy.
Yeah, I mean the amount of money he's. Do you know what's the crazy thing? This is going to become a money situation. Lamont Roach, they're going to pay him an absurd amount of money to shut up. That's what's going to happen. Don't even bring the shit up no more, Lamont. Let's let sleeping dogs lie. We're going to throw you an extra. That's what's going to have to happen.
Don't even bring this shit up, Lamont.
Hey, Lamont, shut the fuck up, Lamont. Here's a fucking couple more million. Shut the fuck up, and we'll give you the rematch. Listen, that's what's gonna. And the worst part is, it's a situation where Gervonta can't even avoid the rematch. He has to do it. And for everybody saying, well, he's saying he wants to do the rematch now. He never wanted to do the rematch. He saw something in that fight that Lamont gave him problems. I don't think he wanted to see it. He's going to be forced to do the rematch because they're going to have to pay Lamont. And the only way they're going to have to pay Lamont an absurd amount of money is to make the fight happen again. And we all know it's going to be a big fight because of what transpired the first time. But it is absolutely absurd for anyone out there justifying or even saying that it shouldn't be overturned. This is complete dog shit. Like, I don't even know what to say. Ring Magazine putting this out is absurd, man. From our perspective, Willis' decision was not unreasonable or unjustifiable. He ruled in real time. Bro, he had time to... He made the right ruling and then changed it. What are we actually talking about?
We're not talking about the rules of boxing.
Oh, my God. MJ's Total Health says, rules point blank. Tank was flustered by someone who didn't fear him and brought the fire right back to him. Absolutely. I agree. That's absolutely, MJ. He tried to stop the momentum. Listen, in the NFL, if a team, NBA, if a team goes on a run, what do? They call a full timeout. We're going to stop the run. We're going to stop the momentum. That's within the rules. They don't have that in boxing. Either you throw in the towel or it's a fucking knockdown. You can't. Why didn't the WBA address the fact that he went to the corner illegally and got his face wiped? Was that direction from the ref? Why isn't that? Why isn't that
was
there?
illegal right there.
Like, what are we actually talking about? Why wasn't that addressed? And I feel as if it is a cover up at this point. It's absolutely one of the worst decisions I've ever seen in a sport. Period. Like it was crazy. It was Hamza. What the fuck was that? What the hell is that? What was that? It was absolutely absurd. You know what I mean? I don't know what that is. Hamza's something, but that's what apparently has transpired. You know what I mean? With that, what do you guys feel about this bullshit? Because I'm going to call it bullshit. Decision that looks like it's going to come. Now again, this hasn't been. It hasn't been. What's the word I'm looking for? It hasn't. Nothing has changed yet, but that's the statement they put out, and it looks like that's kind of where they're going with it. And it's unfair. It's very unfair. If you're a boxing fan, it's very unfair. If you're Lamont Roach. Now again, I believe what's going to happen is they're going to have an immediate rematch. An immediate rematch. And then, huh?
Did Roach just hit you?
Yeah, I mean, no, it wasn't a 10 count. I mean, that wasn't a knockdown. It something in my eye.
Did you just take a knee?
I took a knee. No, listen. Listen. The next time somebody does that, I want them to say, "Hey, no, something was in my eye." Ryan Garcia should have sat there and said something was in my rib. Yeah, it was a left hook that got hit. Like, what is? I mean, like, come on, bro. Listen, my hair was in my eye. Why did they cut his hair? I mean, if it was so bad, didn't they just do that 2 weeks ago? That they said, "Yeah, let's cut the guy's head during the fight."
This what I will say. Sometimes my lock do get in my eye, and I'll close my eye, and I can feel like my hair actually under my eyelid, and I'll pull it out and wipe it. But it's not like a situation. Then he was talking about it was hair grease. Once again, Muhammad Ali had all types of solutions in his eye, and his eyes were stinging, and he still ran and floated and lasted them rounds, bro. You don't take a knee.
Bro, if there's grease, first of all, if there's grease in your eye, and this is what I'm saying, even the amount of excuses that are used that don't even make sense. I've taken many showers in my life where I'm sitting there and I'm singing Usher and Chris Brown, and I'm getting high notes, and all of a sudden, a goddamn little drop of soap goes in my eye. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, Hamza, God damn it. I'm like going crazy, right?
Do you take a knee in the shower?
No. I mean, fuck the knee. It pretty much goes to the knee, right? But you know what happens? My eye it gets red. It gets puffy. None of that happened.
None of it happened.
Are we not going to take into account the amount of excuses that Tank is making? Are you not, as a commission, saying, well, let me look at this. Oh, shit, he's full of shit. Absolutely. How is this not even being... I mean, come on, bro. Like, it's clearly bullshit. So if you know the guy's bullshitting...
You know, it has a certain amount of corruption in boxing.
A certain amount. Jesus Christ. This shows a whole lot of it. Even with the decision with the Devin Haney thing, sending money to Golden Boy and the fake... I mean, come on, bro. Like...
Wait, what?
Yeah, so in the suspension, they paid... Golden Boy, $1.2 million. They had to pay $1.2 million to Golden Boy. It was just fucking weird. Shout out to China Brim. China Strap. What's good? I mean, guys, this is absolute dog shit. If you're a boxing fan, I'm not saying listen to boycott Tank. That's not what I'm saying, because I think Tank is a great fighter or whatnot. But the commission, this is an embarrassment. This is a goddamn embarrassment. But you know what? All they're going to say is it's going to blow over. I see all the apologists for Tank making
That's all they're going to do. That's all they ever do is let it blow over.
Let it blow over.
People forget about it. He scheduled another fight, and then it's over. Nobody's thinking about it, and that's the part that is unfair to Lamont Roach, because Yeah, you did get a payday. You did show you as at the talent level of the head is one of the
Yep.
most paid pay-per-view stars, but then you don't get that. You don't get the pay-per-view. You
Yeah.
don't get the title. So it really pauses and freezes your commercial real estate or your commerce making money. Like beating Tank, now you him now.
No, absolutely. I mean, listen. Again, you're 100% right. And to be honest with you, we all know what's going to happen. They're gonna offer Lamont a stupid amount of money to shut the fuck up, and also the rematch.
Well, why do you keep calling this man by his first name?
Roach.
My,
I like Lamont. You know what? I hate roaches. So I remember when I was a kid, right? I was taking a shower. I was taking a bath. When we were kids, I was like 5.
facts.
And a roach literally fell from the top of the ceiling and landed on my leg. So I don't even like to say roach. Never. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
You
I like
don't like
Lamont.
Freddie Roach either?
Yeah, I call him Freddie. It's my guy Freddie.
But one thing you can't do is kill a roach.
Oh my God, bro! I don't even. Ugh, I just
You
think about
cannot
it.
kill a roach.
I mean, it's absurd. I mean, listen, guys. I appreciate people tuning in. I told you we're gonna be more consistent on the show. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I'm gonna keep talking about this, but I do believe it's now. I'm 100%. I'm like 99.9% sure that this decision will not get overturned. It's disgusting. Lamont's gonna have to take this to court, but he's gonna get a big payday out of this. He's gonna get some shut up money and a big payday, and he's probably gonna get a guaranteed third fight. He's gonna push for a guaranteed third fight. I don't think he'll get it, but I think they're gonna pay him a nice amount of money for the rematch. Now, I would not do it in Brooklyn. I would say kiss my ass. I'm not doing it in
Almost
Brooklyn.
definitely.
Yeah, I'm either gonna do this shit in Vegas or Texas or something like that. I'm not doing it in Vegas. I mean over there. The science says salute Norbs. I know it's a conspiracy, but I heard that Tank only took this fight because they're friends behind the scenes, and he did it as a favor to get roaches. I don't believe that. Tank doesn't fight the best at 135. I mean, I think Tank did what Tank does. He brought up somebody from 130 that was a champion. That you know what I'm saying, and then look, he's a champion. He's coming up from 130. He does it all the time. This is what Tank does.
And that's the thing that can backfire because anybody who's a world champion has world championship talent and skill.
Yeah.
So like that's what I'm saying. You gotta just. I really would say he took this fight. Not the fact that Roach is right-handed, but he's a good boxer, and it would help him if he fought Shakur next.
You know what's crazy? Paulie Malignaggi, right, had a great assessment of Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach doesn't do any one thing particularly well. He's a great boxer fundamentally. He's not the fastest. He's not the strongest. He's not the biggest.
I wouldn't say that though.
I'm just saying
that.
Yeah.
I would say that his defense is supreme because Tank can knock you out if you don't have defense. He has great defense. Lamont Roach has great defense.
He's technically sound. He's technically sound. He doesn't sometimes you'll be like, Tank has crazy power, or Lomachenko has crazy feet, or Teofimo has crazy speed. He doesn't possess any of those. He's Tim Duncan. He's literally the Tim Duncan of boxing. He just does things the right way. And that's what it is. And I love the assessment. Shout out to Paulie Malignaggi. My man MJ's Total Health says if Tank rematches Roach, it can't figure him out. Don't be surprised if Tank has an Oliver McCall or Mike Tyson breakdown. There was a moment though at the fight that it looked like Tank went to bite him. Like I was like, what the fuck? Did he just bite Lamont? I don't know if you recall that during the fight. Watch the fight. It looked like he almost bit him, and Lamont kind of looked at him like, dude, what the fuck's going on? Like it was kind of weird, but maybe I was just dreaming that. But
he's emotionally unstable.
Yeah, he clearly is. He clearly is. I mean, listen, man. I just hope the right thing is done. You know what I mean? I'm not a component of paying somebody to shut up, but I do believe that's what's going to actually end up happening. To be honest with you, I think they're going to pay Tank to shut the fuck up. I mean, pay Lamont to shut the fuck up. Yeah, name it Lamont. Listen, we're going to throw you a couple more million on top of that, and then we're going to get you the rematch, and we're going to overpay you by X amount of money. All right? How's that sound? New Ferrari for you? That's what they're going to do. You know what I mean? That's exactly what was going to happen.
Hadley got a crib. Manny fought Shakur.
Paddy, yeah.
He got a house.
Yeah. You know what's crazy though too, in my opinion, it's just sad that boxing just can't do the morally right thing. It's just one of the things that it's very sad that they just can't do the right thing. And when you fight somebody like a Tank, somebody that has, and people got to think about this too as well, right? They make more money, the belts, with the fighters that make more money. They get 3% of the purse. So Gervonta clearly is more beneficial for them as a champion than Lamont. That's the facts. And if you don't believe that they're not going to protect their investment, and this goes for anybody that's a high-priced fighter, Canelo or whatever, it sucks, but that's pretty much what it is. But
that's the rules of the game. Facts.
But I want to move forward. I don't want to keep beating this in the head. There was other things that happened in boxing. Yesterday we had the Times Square event, the Fatal Fury. I think that's what it's called, right? Fatal Fury.
Yeah, hey, listen, I seen that. That looked like it's about to be lit.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. The Fatal Fury, Garcia Romero, what's his name? Barbosa versus Teofimo, and Devin Haney versus Hernandez, I think his name is. I'm not even sure. Bro, I can't even fucking tell you what the hell he's fighting. But I will say this. I will say this in that regard. I was watching the presser, right? And I was watching the presser, right? And you got some big personalities. You got Ryan Garcia, you got even Devin, you got Rolly Romero, and there wasn't a lot of talking. And this is, I will say this. Devin Haney was giving me like school shooter vibes. Like he was sitting there with a big ass bubble, the black shades, and he wasn't even saying shit. And in my head, I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, like.
Yeah, because it's time to be quiet. You got your pack busted.
100%, but he looked uncomfortable, bro. He didn't even look like he wanted to be in the room. No. Say what you gotta say.
Listen, it don't matter what happens.
Yeah.
If you don't get a real, I'm gonna just go back to technical.
I know, but I'm just saying how he looked. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
That's what it looks like that. Because in a fight, when you're gonna get your ass beat, sir, you're gonna look uncomfortable because even though you're gonna train for 8 weeks, and you've been boxing. Just think about this. My trainer never boxed. I've been boxing. I'm 20. I got 20-some, 30 odd fights. He's telling me to do stuff that I'm looking in the ring and it didn't. I know it's not gonna work now. I'm busted. My pack is open. They done sampled the pack, rubbed it all on their gums. Yeah. Then now they teeth, they face a little numb.
Yeah.
See how you look in your lips? That's that Devin Haney pack.
No. Listen, I'm with you. I just feel like mentally he's not there. I feel like he's just.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, sir. Yeah. An ass whooping will mentally change you.
Absolutely, I agree.
Post-traumatic stress.
Absolutely. Not PTSD. No, you're right though. It's absolutely.
No, you gotta think if somebody keep just beating you, like you got a bully and you don't want to fight back, you're gonna be post-traumatic. That's gonna change you. Anybody come at you, gonna be like, hold on.
I really believe like he just, I think you're right. Like it's like a Vietnam vet coming back, and you throw him into the park, and he gets reminded of the bushes and the trees. He thinks he's back in Vietnam.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like people take that lightly, but you're getting punched in your brain and your body hit hard. And then he had an interview saying, "I've never been done like that." Yeah. Now you have post-traumatic stress.
Absolutely, and he was getting killed on the
trauma. It's all about trauma.
Nah, I'm with you. Shout out to my man Balls Deep. Pause. Shout out to make sure y'all like, subscribe. That's his name. What do you want me to tell you? That's his name in the group. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. The signs come on, Nubs. You know it's money over morals. Absolutely, I'm with you. But
money over morals
that's
is
hilarious.
A bar.
Yeah, facts.
You got the garlic butter gratitude gift.
Garlic butter gang. Teofimo was the only one that showed any fire, and Barbosa. I'm gonna play this clip because I thought it was pretty dope.
Yeah, living. It's about time. I'm living. It's about time. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Next second, coming for you. I gotta go feel you. Ooh, I can smell you. You know that shit. You know what that smells like, baby. Oh yeah, producer. Yeah, that's butt. Pussy and ass.
Yeah,
It's a whole bunch of it.
Yeah, it's you.
Ooh, I can't. Can't be
Yeah,
around it.
all of
too
a
long.
sudden, you get energy on the camera and
Can't
get on like a little bitch.
Hell
Terry
yeah.
Crawford had his hand around you like a little bitch.
Hell yeah, the
Fuck
biggest
up.
bitch there is. Man.
Yeah, you are.
Biggest
I know
bitch.
you are.
Hell
I know
yeah.
you are. We know it.
Damn right.
We know it. I'm
I
gonna
love
show
it.
him May 2nd too.
I like it.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah. Keep it going. Why you turn around? Come on. Don't turn around on the bitch.
Come on, what?
Don't turn around on the bitch. There you go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, what?
We'll say the real face off.
Nah, fuck that. What's up?
What?
Have everyone get out. Let's go.
What? You want to fight here?
We can do whatever you
I
want.
don't fight here. I fight in the ring.
All right then.
That's my work.
All right then. Shut your fucking
That's my
mouth.
work. Oh, I'm always work. Always. Every day. All day.
Every day, all day.
All day.
Swallowing fucking hard little pussy.
Big time. I've heard it.
Hey, Top Rank's only here because they have to be, not because they want to be, dog. Trust me.
Hey, shit. That's why we the takeover.
Yeah,
That's why we
ain't
the
taking over
takeover.
shit.
We
They ain't
take
taking
over
over shit. Shit, Top Rank knows what it is. That's why they kept her ass hiding for fucking 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, motherfucking 4 years.
32
Fuck out of here.
You just got
32 and 0. 32 and 0. 32 and 0. Who you fought the last 2-3 fights? Maybe 4. Fuck out of here.
Well, to answer your question, Mr. Barbosa, in the last 3 or 4 fights, you fought Josh Taylor, who should have been the lineal at 140. Just want to put that out there. I don't know if you knew that, but that was pretty dope. That was probably the most action you're gonna get. I think the big thing is it's in Times Square, and I don't know if you've ever been to New York, Hamza, but New
That's
York,
gonna be crazy.
bro. First of all, it's free in New York on a Friday night, Cinco de Mayo weekend. Do you know how much money the Nutcracker Man is going to make that weekend? Do you understand
What is the nut pause?
you never been? You don't know what a Nutcracker is?
I know what it is.
It's
You
a
talking about the
Nutcracker.
show?
No. Oh, so all right. Damn, I forgot. You're from the West Coast, right? So in New
I'm
York
from
City,
Ohio, but
when it gets warm, right? There's these guys that make these drinks. They called Nutcrackers. Okay, they call Nutcrackers, and they put them in these coolers, and they sell them on the street, and they sell them to people. And bro, you know, New York, they're selling weed on the street like it's fucking like it's crazy.
No, it's about to go crazy.
Oh, it's gonna go crazy. I mean, every I don't want to say loser, but every dude trying to get money, it's free. Everybody's gonna try to be there. I don't know why Turkey Out of Seat believes this is gonna be something regular, but they're gonna be selling nutcrackers everywhere, weed everywhere. I believe by the time we get to the fight, the first fighter that comes, he's gonna be high as shit. There's gonna be so much smoke in the building. That's not even the building. There's gonna be so many people drunk.
Right, so there ain't gonna be no smoke.
It's gonna be drunk. I'm surprised you never knew what a nutcracker was, dude. That's crazy.
Bro, you gotta get me out here, North.
Bro, the East Coast people know, New Yorkers know what a nutcracker is. Bro, there's guys that deliver drinks. Do you understand this is Cinco de Mayo weekend? It's just getting hot. Everybody's going to be outside. This is going to be absolutely crazy. I hope they're able to pull it off. There's going to be a couple of stabbings. It might be a couple of shootings. This shit is going to be nuts. This is New York City in
I would say it's gonna be a well securitized.
I hope it is. I'm gonna be honest. I hope Mayor Adams gets with Mr. Donald Trump, and they have the military there because this is gonna be crazy, bro. There's no.
That's a good suggestion.
Yeah, they have to. Hamza, a free event. Do you want all them Bronx motherfuckers in there? All them Brooklyn cats in there? This shit's gonna be everybody, and your mama's gonna be there.
I do, but because there's gonna be some women in there, but at the same time, bro, you just have to make sure the security is on point.
Yeah,
because that will be detrimental.
Bro, when you say free, do you understand how many people with 5 boroughs are gonna be coming? People are gonna be flying out from everywhere.
Not just the 5 boroughs, all over the world.
It's Ryan Garcia.
People are gonna be in their buildings, on top of buildings, looking down.
I love the idea. I think it's dope. Like aesthetically, it's gonna be crazy, but it's gonna be. People think New Year's is crazy. This is gonna be worse. This is Cinco de Mayo weekend, bro. I don't think people.
Spanish love.
Oh my God, listen, everybody's Mexican that weekend. Blacks, Arabs, like everybody is. White people, like come on, we all know that shit.
So it's good.
Yeah, bro. The Sciences North, how do you feel about the racist comments about from Teofimo Lopez? I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't give a shit. And what I mean by that is, he used a choice. He used the wrong choice of words. I don't believe Teal's actually racist, but every time I post a Teal video, I'm excited to see the fight. I get harassed online from people like, you supporting a racist and this and that. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, I'm not supporting a racist. I want to see a goddamn fight. I don't believe Teal's actually racist. I think he's an idiot, but I don't think he's a racist. And that's just me, to be honest with you. I think worse things have been said in sports, and people aren't highlighting that. But Teal, people don't like Teal, so it is what it is. Adam says, I'm in there, New York, stand the F up. This shit is definitely going to be worse than New Year's. Oh, Adam, he doesn't, my man, Hamza doesn't even know what a nutcracker is. The guy who makes nutcrackers is going to make like 10 bands. He's going to make 10, 15 bands. Nutcrackers
I'm
going
gonna
to go
have them
double
herbs
price.
out there. I'm gonna have them herbs, giving away them herbs. I'm gonna make
Bro.
70 bands.
I seen somebody selling a weed teddy bear, a teddy bear doll that comes with an eighth. Like, it's going to be.
Man, well, hold on, man.
I swear.
What did you just say?
There's like tables out in New York City where guys sell weed, so they sell them in different packages. And this particular package was a teddy bear with like an eighth on it, with an eighth in it. It was fucking crazy. Bro, listen, guys, I want you guys to understand. In New York City, when people hear free,
They get bugged out.
they go crazy. In Times Square, Ryan Garcia, a fight. You know how people have never been to a fight? The Nutcracker dude is gonna make money. I might be out there selling nutcrackers. 20 a pop. 20 a pop. I'm gonna make like 20 bands that day.
Why? But I'm gonna ask you, why do they call them nutcrackers?
I don't know. I mean, look at Adam. Look, he says in the comments, Nutcracker's gonna be out in full effect. Bro, it's just getting hot. It's not even summer yet.
Balls? Is that what?
I don't know what it is, but the Nutcracker, I can't believe you don't know what the Nutcracker is. Adam Curious is the problem that's going to really be, it's just when they want those migrants to move out. Bro, they're going to clear that area. It's not even the migrants, bro. It's going to be absolutely insane. This nigga says he's going to be out there selling. I'm going to be out there, Adam, selling Nutcrackers. We're going to come up with
You have gates up so like you can't bring in.
You know what? This is what I'm going to come up with, the KO Nutcracker for that weekend. The KO Nutcracker. And I think we could probably sell at least. I'm gonna tell you
What's
right now.
in the drinks?
It's like a bunch. It's various liquors mixed into one delicious cold drink, and it takes one to get fucked up. Really, it takes one. It's pretty much it's the hood Long Island iced tea.
Island iced tea.
In a sense.
Long Island.
Okay. Yeah, it's like that. Adam says it's a mix of hard liquor. Them shits be having, bro. It be having cats passed out. The Nutcracker man is going to be popping.
So you telling me the Nutcracker man got the same effect as Mike Jack?
Bro, it's going to be crazy.
As soon as you see the nut, you drink it, you pass out.
You going
People
nuts.
gonna be getting their pockets ran. You better chill out.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you, Hamza. People are going to be, there's going to be so many arrests that weekend. There's going to be so many people.
There's going to be some Thanksgiving.
It's a long quarter water bottle. Yeah, it's about, you ever seen the quarter water bottles? Remember the quarter ones with the cap?
Yeah, the little.
It's a longer version. It looks like a longer tube. It's the same concept.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And it's cold. And listen, if it's hot outside, it's gonna be worse. Listen, it's just becoming May. It's just becoming May in New York City. I don't think Turkey Elliston, let me talk to you, my man. I don't think you've ever been to New York when it just gets hot. Everybody's outside. The dresses with the girls are gonna be out there with the dresses. You know the spring. What is it? The spring dresses. It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
When summertime is starting to come out in New York, the bubble coats go in the closet. The girls are out there in the spring dresses. The guys are out there in the corner like it's Dykeman. Joe Budden used to be in Dykeman hanging out, bagging the Dominican chicks. The Dominican chicks are going to be in full effect in Times Square that weekend. I'm telling you that right now.
Cinco de Mayo weekend. Are you involved?
I don't think my wife will let me go. I do want to go. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think. My man Adam says, "Chill, I'm gonna be out there." He says he's gonna be selling on the low. I kid you not. The fucking spring summer dresses are gonna be out there. The dudes are gonna be out there. White, black, Chinese, Mexican, Arab. Everybody's gonna be out there. It's going to be absolutely insane. Shit gonna be like the Puerto Rican parade. 100%. But worst, it's just breaking summer. At least the Puerto Rican parade is the second week of June, so they give you the whole May to kind of get some of that shit out your system. We're doing this in literally the beginning of when it's gonna get hot.
It's gonna get lit.
Awesome.
I love it.
Listen, I think we should go get about 3-4 coolers, right? Make the drinks. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, easy, 10, 20 grand that night. Easy.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna have herbs out there.
It's gonna be crazy.
Bag with the herbs, I'm getting them off. We got the herbal tinctures.
Bro, listen, it's
Get
gonna
drunk off these herbs.
Look, he says I already got 10 people calling out from work, including me. No, it's gonna be a madhouse.
It's gonna be crazy.
Listen,
that's something you gotta be there to see. I would like to see how Turk pulls this off.
I have no clue. I don't even think Turk understands. I mean, Turkey might be out there selling nutcrackers. He needs to make some money back from the boxing losses. I'm gonna come out with the KO. I'm gonna come out with the KO drink, and I'm gonna come out with the turkey a la Sikh nutcracker. I got you.
Let's get that going. Like, who else is on that card besides Vanguard? It was somebody else I seen.
There's three. There's three major matchups, and there'll probably be undercards, but it's T.O. and Barboza, which is gonna be crazy. You got Devin Haney returning after a year, right, versus Hernandez, and then you got Ryan and Rolly. Bro, it's going to be crazy, bro.
It's about to be some real work.
We got, I'm telling you, nutcrackers are in full effect. Make sure you guys look for me. I'm going to be right there in the heart of Times Square selling the KO and Turkey a la Sikh nutcrackers. Prices will be double, just like at the arena. So I'm looking probably at 30 per nutcracker. It's going to be like 30 a nutcracker.
You got to put it on the arena. Prices will be double, just like the arena.
Just like the arenas. We're going to be making money.
Don't come to me with the discount shit.
Yeah, no. This is 30 a pop. And once I'm running out, bro, it's going to go up to 40. It's going to go up, man. It's going to be crazy. You know what I mean? We're going to make a lot of money, man.
I'm intrigued with the Ryan Garcia fight. Yeah. And Rolly, he looks like he got the easier work. Jose Ramirez is not an easy fight for Devin. I don't know what he's thinking.
You know what's funny? I should have clipped this part. Did you see this? How New York is hood, bro? They made Oscar De La Hoya say no Diddy and pause on camera. Did you see that clip?
You gotta follow it.
Oh my God! Geez.
You gotta follow the rules, bro.
You know what's funny? It would have been perfect, right? That every fighter would have had to wear Tim's to the fight, just like who was that guy? Schoolboy. Schoolboy. They need to make every fighter fight in Tim's this week on that weekend, bro. It's gonna be crazy. Listen, I'm taking Cash App. All right, guys. I'm taking Cash Apps, Zells that weekend. You know what I mean? So if you guys don't got cash on you, because I'm gonna have Hamza with me. He's my security. So you press up on me, you'll catch a 2-piece. But you know what I mean? Cash App and Zells.
A 2-piece of herbs. Yep. Off that nutcracker, you good.
Bro, there's going to be people selling plates. There's going to be somebody out there selling plates, bro. It's going to be crazy. Jerk chicken plates. It's going to be fucking nuts.
I can tell that just hit your mind like, oh shit, people going to be selling plates.
They're going to be selling plates out there. It's going to be
rice, beans, and plantanos.
I'm telling you right now, bro. It's good. They might as well build a festival around this shit and sell food. You know how much money? Oh my God! The hot dog vendor that's gonna be at that corner of Times Square there all the time. He's gonna be a millionaire.
The halal guys.
Oh my God! Yep. Yeah. They're gonna make fucking bank. Listen, we're gonna.
Every restaurant in New York, because I watched this guy that my Jewish homie. Yeah. I think he's Jewish, but he do cheap eats in New York.
Okay.
$5 cheap eats. He got an Instagram page. So like, all those places, man, New York got some of the best foods from the cheapest food. So
yeah,
it's gonna be going, bro.
Somebody said they're gonna be selling Lucy's. That's hilarious.
Oh yes. That's
hilarious. I'm telling you, bro. It's gonna be a lot of pregnant women come out that weekend. There's going to be a lot of, it's just going to be crazy, man. I'm telling you, the spring dresses, the summer dresses are going to be out full effect, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you right
Oh,
now.
it is.
Lamb over rice, that's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be busted. I'm telling you right now, bro. Like it's gonna be
Yeah,
absolutely
literally,
absurd.
people are preparing right now for Cinco de Mayo. It's already
100%,
March.
100%, bro. I mean, listen, they're gonna be selling shots. Somebody's gonna be selling shots out there for Cinco de Mayo weekend. I
Hey,
mean,
listen, the vendors are gonna be cracking.
I'm getting my vendor license that weekend. I'm selling nutcrackers. I'm telling you right now. Well, you can't get a vendor license on nutcrackers, but I'm gonna be selling them on the low. I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna be sitting on. You're gonna see a bunch of people sitting on coolers. That's all you're gonna see, bro. And just that's my seat. It's gonna be mad nutcrackers in there. I'm telling you.
No, I already know, bro. What would you how you think that Teofimo Ono Barbosa fight gonna play out? Because Barbosa's not a known power puncher, and Teofimo got a new coach. With Eddie Reynoso.
I think Tio, and just being honest, to get back to the fight shit. I think Tio is focused on taking over the night. He's on there with clearly a big star like Ryan Garcia. You know he has him in his scope. He wants to make a statement to the fact that he belongs with the best. And I think putting all three of those guys on the card, I feel like he is trying to make the biggest impact. So I think he's gonna stop Barbosa. I know a lot of people saying he had a couple big wins with Catterall and stuff like that, but I think Tio is somebody that performs at the highest pressure, and I think he's gonna beat him and eventually get Ryan Garcia. That's what I believe.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Shout out to Teofimo, shout out to Eddie Reynoso. They call me Trey Noso. I want to see it because the style of Arnold Barbosa, he fights off the back foot. I want to see what Tio looks like with Eddie Reynoso coming forward, slipping, moving his head, jabbing, all the good stuff. So, man, I'm intrigued to see that. And on top of that, that fight is I just want to see. But the most fight, I think, I would say I know people are geared to see Devin Haney. They want to see what he has.
I think Devin, and this is a big fight for Devin. He needs to look impressive. I want to see how mentally damaged he is, to be honest with you. But we're definitely going to find out where Devin is mentally. We're going to find out where Ryan is. I think Ryan, and I love Rolly Romero. He's my number one on the pound for pound funny list. You know what I mean?
Romero is
hilarious. But I just think Rollies gets stopped brutally. I'm not gonna lie, I think he gets stopped brutally. Brutally, yeah. And the Devin one is the one that I'm kind of like, man. I know they picked an opponent that they believe he can easily beat, but I just want to see where he is mentally.
Not like, why would you think that? The man has. Have you been on his resume?
Yeah, I mean he's a little older.
Jose Ramirez was an Olympian. Devin Haney, and he has decent power, and he has pressure. He's not.
Yeah.
If Devin Haney's not a puncher, and he think he a 147 or steel,
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. But on that note, man, I gotta get to some things I wanted to do the show. You know what? Tomorrow I got you. I'm gonna do another show tomorrow. Hamza, you're more than welcome to come on. There's definitely gonna be more stuff breaking. But I'm gonna leave y'all with this. May 2nd, catch me and Hamza on the corner of Times Square, 42nd, selling the KO and turkey nutcrackers that weekend. It's going to be 25. Should we do 25 or 30 a pop?
30.
All right, 30 a pop in Times Square, Cinco de Mayo weekend. Make sure you guys pull up. Pictures, we'll take them for free, but you got to cap a nut. You got to get a nutcracker, okay? We'll take pictures. You know what I mean?
You'll take pictures. My pictures are $5. It's okay.
Wow, you still going to charge? That's crazy.
Yeah, because my likeness is worth money. I'm trusted.
All right, well, again, guys.
That's why Jay-Z and them be like, I'm only signing one because that's an endorsement.
Yeah.
And it can be worth money once you endorse it. So like people be like, I realized that Hamza has something. So when I be going to these other places like these boxing events, like shout out to my man Andrew Mancia, people see me and be like, can you work my corner?
Yeah, yo, Adam says $30 for the nutcrackers, but he said you taxes niggas.
No, you gotta go 30, bro. It's a drink because that 30 gonna give you some spiritual power. I'm gonna be selling Ace.
Yo, you're gonna make mad money that weekend. We out there taxing, but on that note, make sure y'all tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'm gonna give you an extra show tomorrow. 10 a.m. And I think I got Iceman Scully tomorrow night. We got to talk about that better beef thing. We didn't forget about that stuff. So tomorrow night,
that was that. I didn't think Bevo won that.
we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. I'm bringing him on. But again, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. You know, I love you out of death. For me and Hamza, let them know where they can find you.
Man, listen, hit me. You know what? I'm gonna just show them my Instagram real quick, so they can see it. They might be confused.
Show Nutcracker Gang, May 2nd, we out there. I might make a Ryan Garcia drink as well. We're gonna make a Ryan
Get that right
Garcia
there,
drink.
Cuerno de Chivo, aka Killertainment, aka Hamza.
Yep.
Follow me. Hit my YouTube page, Troy Killertainment King. You know we got herb tinctures coming, or you can get at me in my email, troyking111@gmail.
My
if you look
God.
at the herbal tinctures and all of that, we want to make sure you're healthy so you don't get your pack busted.
Yeah, send me those herbs too. I got you. It's your boy Norbs. It's the 10A Pockets, my man Hamza. Nutcrackers on sale. Nutcracker Gang in the building. Gang. We're gonna be out here. We out.